So this is the first interview of Utaita of the day, and today's guest is ChiisaMin.
Hi, thank you. I'm honored to be the first guest. Hi, my name is ChiisaMin. You can call me Chisa or Min or whatever feels like.
Okay, Min, I have 12 questions for you.
Okay.
And among these questions, there are 2 games.
Games, okay.
How do you feel?
I'm excited.
Great. Okay, so can we start with questions?
Yes.
Okay, first 2 questions are, I think, questions that every Utaita hears at some point, and also they are connected with one of the questions from Twitter. This question is from Sol, and the first question is: how did you get into fandom, and how did you decided to be an Utaita?
How did I get into the fandom? I only got into the fandom recently. Actually, not even a year ago, I think. It's because I got reintroduced to Soraru. And then I started going into Twitter and see that there is a fandom on Utaitas on Twitter, so that's how I got into the fandom. When did I start deciding being an Utaite? I actually don't. I have hearing people call me an Utaite right now is still surreal for me. I don't consider myself as an Utaite just yet. I don't know, but I actually started. I started posting stuff on YouTube because I kind of want people to listen to me more, to make myself more discoverable. So yeah, that's how I decided to become an Utaite.
The next question is actually more connected. Who was your inspiration?
My inspiration, Real.
Oh.
I think because she has such an amazing voice, it's so powerful, but she's so cute, but also her songs, her voice, amazing, powerful. So she's my inspiration to become a Utaite, I guess.
I agree, Real is great.
Yeah, Real is great.
Okay, now time for a game.
Okay, yeah. Ready.
So, in your card, you listed a few of your Oshis, yes? Now I'm going to read their names, and in case of groups, I'm going to tell about every member separately. And you have 5 seconds to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Okay.
Let me just open your card. Okay. Start. Mafu.
High note.
Soraru.
Soraru. Deep voice.
Urata.
Tanuki.
Sakata.
An angel.
Shima.
Chaos.
Senra.
A big brother.
Shakemi.
Another chaos.
Ryol.
A goddess.
Shogakusei.
his voice. Oh my god.
Lose.
Innocent.
Yay! We ended
Yay!
the first part
That's
of
so
the
hard.
game.
That's so hard. That's harder than I expected.
So, are you ready for another part?
Yes. Okay.
Because another part is you also listed some vocal producers,
Oh, right.
and I'm going to, like in the previous game, but instead of the first thing that comes to your mind, you're gonna name your favorite song from them.
Oh, that's hard. Okay. Do I have a time limit because I need to think a little bit? I
Okay, we can do this without time limit.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay, let's start. Hiraki Kirai.
Dress dresser.
Hitoshizuku P.
There's a lot of good songs. Let's see. Feathers of Four Seasons.
Kairiki Beer.
Venom.
Neru.
Dyome wa ai datta.
Giga.
Oh man. This is another hard one. Giga. Oh. I don't know his songs. Hold on. Bring it on.
Okay, so the game is over.
Yay.
And now
Now?
now let's go to another portion of questions.
Okay.
And you said you love animals. Do you have pets now? What are they like?
I have I'm not in my home country right now. I'm actually studying abroad. So right now in my house I don't have pets, but back at in my country, home country, I do have 7 cats. So they're adorable, but cats being cats, they do like vibe with themselves. So yeah, they're the most adorable like baby. Like they're my babies.
7 cats? That's a huge amount of cats.
Yeah. My mom, like she doesn't mind my cats breeding, so I end up with a lot of kittens. So yeah, I used to have like 11, but now it's down to 7 because the old one kind of passed away already.
So you're a cat mom.
Yeah, I am a cat mom. I'm a cat lady.
Okay. Do you have a dream pet?
My dream pet, I really want a dog. I really want like a corgi.
Yeah, corgi. Corgis are great.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Okay. You also mentioned you like cooking, and is there a dish you really love making or you're extremely good at?
A dish. Oh, if like, let's see. I'm not really like good at any, like I don't have a specialty, but I do make really nice eggs. But a dish that I really like cooking, curry, like Japanese curry, I think. I don't really make them often, but when I do make them, that's not probably my favorite thing to make.
That's great. Okay, You also mentioned travels. So, have you traveled a lot and where?
Travel mostly for like winter vacations because I come from a tropical country where we don't have winter. So usually, not every year, but sometimes we go, my family and I go to countries that have snow. If they don't have snow, at least they have like cold weather. So I've been to a few. I've been to Vietnam. I've been to China. I've been to Singapore. Uh, UK. What else? Hong Kong. Japan. I think that's all. Malaysia. Yeah. I think that's it. I do like traveling.
That's a lot of countries.
My parents, they like to travel, so it's like I'm lucky they brought me along with them. So yeah. I don't like flying though. I like the traveling part, but the flying to get there part, I'm not really a big fan
Okay. Another question about traveling. Do you have some future travel destinations?
Travel destination. I really want to go to Korea. Maybe. Huh. Korea. And I really want to go to Singapore again. So yeah, those two.
Okay, now there's last two questions are from Twitter.
Okay.
And the first one is from Luna.
Luna.
Yeah. What's your usual process of making a cover from deciding to posting it?
Okay, it's gonna be a lengthy answer. So, when I decide to pick a song, I usually choose songs that I can vibe with, that I can loop for days on end. But also, I need to consider if I can sing it, or like would it fit my kind of voice, or can I work around it to fit my voice? Because I have this, if you listen to my covers, I think you'd know that I have this like thin, like sounding almost airy kind of type of voice. I don't really know how to describe. Like I can't hit notes that are too high, or and or or too low. So it's really hard for me to do like strong, powerful songs and get back the depth and like it deserves. Which really sucks because I really like Utaite songs and like middle songs, but I can't find myself to uh, sing them, like cover them and post them because I don't think that their songs fit my kind. It's really hard to fit my kind of voice to match the song vibe. So, long tangent. So when I've chosen a song that I can work with, I just go and record for like an hour or two, or 4 or 5. It really depends on how many layers I have to take. And then I mix for about a day or two. And really just throwing some plugins and hope for the best. I consider I consider like making people request me what to sing, but at the same time, I don't think that will be a good idea for me because if I don't like the song, then I really don't want to put something out that I don't like. So That's the process of me covering a song.
Okay. The last question is from Melody.
Oh, okay.
What do you use for mixing and how did you start learning to do it?
Okay, so the what I use right now is called FL Studio. But when I first started mixing, I used Audacity. And before I switched to FL right now, I used to use Pro Tools first. So that's what I use. How I got into mixing. Uh, First of all, I really when I started when I first started singing, like posting covers, I really didn't know what mixing was. So I know that you have to like layer the instrumental and your voice together, and that's kind of what I did for about a couple of years. Before This is before I started uploading on YouTube. But I didn't know what mixing was. I didn't know that people pay other people to do their mixing for them. I started when I was in high school, so I really didn't know anything, and I didn't know the resources to learn how to mix and stuff. But then I got to university, and then I started looking up more stuff. And when I started learning mixing from the internet, really. Up until now, I have the mentality of like, if I can learn it on the internet, then I'll do that because I don't really have much money to spend to pay other people to mix for me. Sometimes I would love to do that because I don't think sometimes I don't think I do the song justice because of how I mix it. But yeah, I just play around with the volume, limiter, reverb, plugins, other plugins. Honestly, I still don't know like more than half of what my FL Studio plugins does. But yeah, the internet is how I learn how to mix really. There's a lot of tutorials out there. It's a bit confusing sometimes and you just gotta figure it out on your own. But that's the fun part of learning.
Okay. Thank you for your answers. This was the last
Thank
questions.
you.
Do you have
Thank you for all the questions.
thank you for people from Twitter for sending these questions. And do you have something else you'd like to say?
Um, um, this is uh, daring say to people. I guess if you are you're new to covering songs and like putting yourself out there on the internet. Um, be confident. Don't. I would like to say that don't be too focused on the views and likes and numbers because that can discourage you a lot from doing what you like. Like do sing because you like it, sing because you want to, and while other people's opinions matter to some extent, like to make you grow and stuff, like don't focus on that too much because it can really discourage you and like take you away from what you like. So yeah, I guess that's it from me.
So, be confident.
Yes, be confident. Be confident and like don't worry too much about the numbers.
Yep, that's important advice.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Because I see a lot of like I see a lot of people who just started singing and uploading themselves on YouTube or other platforms, but then they stopped doing so because they didn't reach the like goal, the subscribers, the likes that they expect them to uh, like um, like the goals that they expected to have, like they didn't reach that. So like uh, they start thinking, oh, what's the point? And then they stop doing. They stop uploading. They stop singing. What I see that with a lot of like newcomers, and it's such a shame because most of them have such a potential. So yeah, I would say like don't worry too much about the numbers because you'll grow steadily. It's gonna be a slow progress. I'm not even 100 subscribers yet, but yeah, you'll grow, you'll learn. Just enjoy the process. You upload because you like singing, so like don't let anyone take that away from you.
Okay, thank you for everything. Thank you for the advice and the interview.
Thank you for having me.
And for the end, let's try saying goodbye at the same time, okay? So, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay.